Let me tell you something that might bother you a little. You don't overthink because you're deep, or especially intelligent, or just very analytical. You overthink because you're scared. Not dramatic scared, not horror movie scared, just quietly scared of what might happen. And your brain, it's gotten very good at dressing that fear up as logic. It tells you you're being careful, thoughtful, responsible, but most of the time, you're just anxious. So, what's actually happening? You know that thing where you send a message, and then immediately start rereading it. You change the tone in your head. You imagine how they might take it. You picture their reaction, or you walk away from a conversation, and 10 minutes later your brain says, "Why did you say that? Why did you word it like that? Why are you like this?" That's not intelligence. That's rumination. It's your brain looping the same thought because it believes if it analyzes it enough, it'll finally feel safe. But why does it feel useful? Okay, here's the tricky part. Overthinking feels productive. It feels like you're doing something, like you're preparing, like you're preventing future mistakes. But thinking about a situation isn't the same as improving it. You can replay a conversation 47 times, and it still won't change what already happened. You can imagine every worst-case scenario, and life will still surprise you. Overthinking, you could say, gives you the illusion of control. That's why it's so addictive. If you're really honest with yourself, most of your overthinking isn't about the situation. It's about what the situation might mean about you. What if they think you're awkward? What if you fail? What if you look stupid? What if you're not as capable as you pretend to be? That's what your brain reacts to. Not the event, but the meaning. And your brain hates uncertainty. It would rather keep you trapped in a mental maze for hours than risk feeling exposed for 5 minutes, because uncertainty feels dangerous, even when it isn't. When you overthink, you're trying to control something uncontrollable. You're trying to pre-live the future, so it can't hurt you. You're trying to rewrite the past, so it doesn't embarrass you. But here's the truth. No amount of thinking guarantees safety. It just delays action. And while you're busy analyzing, opportunities pass. Conversations move on. Moments close. Not because you weren't capable, but because you were waiting to feel certain. This is the uncomfortable part. You don't overthink because life is confusing. You overthink because you don't fully trust yourself. If you trusted yourself to handle rejection, you wouldn't obsess over preventing it. If you trusted yourself to survive embarrassment, you wouldn't replay it for days. Overthinking happens when self-trust is low. It's your brain saying, if I can't guarantee a good outcome, I'll at least overanalyze it. But confidence isn't knowing everything will go well. It's knowing you'll be okay, even if it doesn't. The more you overthink, the less you act. And the less you act, the less proof you have that you can handle things. So your brain says, see, we need more thinking. And the loop continues. You feel exhausted, mentally drained, but nothing actually moves forward. Because clarity doesn't come from thinking harder. It comes from doing something small, even imperfectly. But if this feels personal, that's okay, because here's the truth. Overthinking isn't depth. It's fear. Fear of being wrong. Fear of losing control. Fear of not being enough. And until you admit that, you'll keep calling anxiety as being thoughtful. So, what do? You don't stop thinking. That's impossible. You just change the question. Instead of asking, what if this goes wrong? Ask, if it does, can I handle it? That question builds strength because now you're not trying to eliminate uncertainty. You're building tolerance for it. Send the message, make the call, take the step. Let it be awkward. Let it be imperfect. Self-trust is built through evidence, and evidence only comes from action. So next time your mind starts spiraling, pause, notice it, don't fight it. Just recognize what it's trying to do. It's trying to protect you. It just doesn't realize you're stronger than it thinks. You don't need certainty to move forward. You need trust. And trust doesn't grow in your head. It grows in motion.